I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman, aka Doc. I'm so glad that you've joined me. This is another one of my little videos to help you to get through these strange days in which we find ourselves, and these are strange days indeed. I heard a word from God. A pastor, great Christian leader, asked me a week or so ago, did anyone hear anything from God about this? And I said, well, I heard a word from God, but I didn't recognize it at the time. About a month and a half ago, the Lord spoke to me and said, recession-proof your life. And I thought, how strange is that? Because the economy is doing great. The stock market is at an all-time high. Money is flowing. There is no recession, recession-proofing your life. And now we find ourselves facing a recession. So I'm telling you, recession-proof your life. How can you do it? By understanding that prosperity is a part of God's plan for your life. I've seen a lot of money miracles in the last 50 years. Let me tell you about the very first money miracle. And it actually happened before I ever became a Christian. I was 14 years old. I was your average 14-year-old. I had a Playboy stuck between the mattresses. I had a cigar stashed somewhere in the room in a nice, safe, hidden spot. I was not a Christian. We went to church once in a while, but I was a happy heathen. You just need to know I was a happy heathen. But I had enough church in me to know that there was a God. And somehow or another, I believed that God was a God of divine provision. We were living in a little shotgun apartment on the wrong side of Dallas in a really, really bad neighborhood. I was going to the worst junior high school in the entire city. It was a tough place. My father was laid off with a back injury. My mother was working a minimum wage job. She was always fretting about the finances. One evening, she needed to go to the grocery store. She asked me to go along, 3 or 4 block walk from the little shotgun apartment to the grocery store. All the while, she's talking about not having money. And I said to her, the Lord will provide. I don't know where that came from. I know Jehovah Jireh today, the Lord provides. I've seen God provide supernaturally on more occasions than I can actually remember. But I was 14 years old and a heathen, and I said, the Lord will provide. And she said, having been raised Mennonite and occasionally attending Assemblies of God churches, yeah, the Lord will provide. I said, no, the Lord will provide. As we got to the grocery store, the parking lot was deserted. The sun was going down. We walked across that darkened parking lot, and I looked down and I saw a wad of money. Picked it up, counted it out, $40, handed it to my mother, and I said, the Lord provided. I want you to know that whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing financially today, the Lord is going to provide. I believe that this can be a season of abundance and a season of blessing, even as it's a season of turmoil and a season of trouble. My prayer is this week, and I'm going to be sharing money miracle stories all week long. My prayer for you this week is that you're going to prosper and be in health, even as your soul is prospering. And join me Sunday, 10 o'clock, aspirechurch.tv. or on Facebook at Aspire Church TV, or on my regular Facebook page, Leon Doc Stutzman, or you can go to my website, docstutzman.com. On all my platforms, I'm going to be sharing Sunday's message, Recession-Proofing Your Life. You need this message, recession-proof your life. It was the word that God spoke to me, and I believe it's a word for your life in this time. I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman. Join me again this week as I share another one of these little videos to help you to get through these strange days in which we find ourselves.